Okay, I think we're live.
Okay, confirming. Okay, we are live indeed. Hey folks, hi everyone. Good morning. Hi. Welcome to today's community meeting. I go by Hayes, and I will be your host today again. Yeah, okay. So in today's community meeting, we have a couple of things on the agenda proposed by Lee. I'm gonna bring that up. Hey Tuli, how you doing? Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You?
Fine.
It's nothing like waking up and hosting community meeting.
I know, right? It's still too early.
But I love it.
Yeah, gotta start early.
It's 10 a.m. here, so
I mean, 10 a.m. is still early.
It's 9 here.
I mean, I think it's winter. I mean,
Is
the day
it?
starts at 8. Yeah, it's winter. So the day starts around 8 a.m. So it feels like.
Cool. So let's get right into it. So we have a couple of folks already joined. We have Wukash, we have Thuli, we have sorry, Abish, can you pronounce your name? I don't want to run it.
It's Abhishek.
Abhishek. Okay, we have Abhishek in the
Yes.
room, and we have Maya. So before we get started, we have some proposed stuff in the issue by Tuli. So before we get into those ones, I just want to help say some stuff I have in my own agenda. Firstly, we have receiving a huge ton of proposal for Google Summer of Code, right? Which is really interesting. A lot of people are interested in artisan KPI projects for Google Summer of Code. And yeah, for this funniest thing is we actually have one of our projects, which is add auto fix feature for common linting errors, which is one of the project issues. And I think 3 days ago, maybe on Friday, we didn't receive any proposal for the projects, right? And I was like, are people interested in this project? But I checked yesterday and we already have 3 proposals for the project. And now all of our projects have received a couple of proposals, I think minimum of 3, which is actually really interesting. Now, fingers crossed, we just praying and hoping we get enough slots allocated to us by Google. And once that is done, I think, yeah, we are super ready, good to go. So that's just an update on how the projects are doing on Google Summer of Code. Yeah. So the next thing, which is the async KPI mentorship. So I actually wanted us to start receiving project proposal after the Google has announced the amount of slots we get. But now thinking about it, I don't think we should do that, right? Well, because Google is eventually going to announce this result on May 4th, right? Which is next month. That's quite far, right? I was hoping maybe it would be April, but unfortunately it has to be May. And I was thinking if we have to wait till May 4th to kickstart I am receiving projects from mentors or from folks from the community, I don't think that is okay. So concerning that, I would have to sync with Tuli we have to start planning and we have to start accepting projects proposals this month. Don't have to wait for Google to announce the amount of slots we get. So what will happen is this. So you can share your opinion, but this is what I'm thinking, right? So we have these projects on Google Summer of Code, right? So we have 5 projects. Let's say we were given for 3 slots or 2 slots, right? Which means we are going to have like 3 projects left. So I was thinking, should we automatically bring these projects to the Async-API mentorship program, right? Reason is because we already have so many interesting folks showing interest, right? So many interesting folks that have submitted their proposal, which eventually will be reviewed by these mentors, which means these mentors will get to select the right candidate for the project. So I was thinking, instead of letting all this effort, go to waste, so why don't we automatically bring these projects into the Async-API mentorship program? No, into the Async-API mentorship, which means, let's say we have 3 projects that didn't make it. So we bring those 3 projects into the Async-API mentorship. So out of 10 slots that we are going to be using for Async-API mentorship, then we already have 3 slots filled up from whatever projects that is coming from the Async-API, from the Google Summer of Code project. So I was thinking, do you think this should be the right way of doing it? Because I don't want all the effort put into these projects during this Google Summer of Code period to be put to waste if this project are not been selected.
Yeah, it makes sense. So if Google accepts 3, then obviously we'll just take the 2 that are remaining from Google, then we put them into the mentorship program. Then we add on top of that. Makes sense.
Cool. August?
Yes, I agree totally.
Why are you laughing, mate?
I am not laughing. That's my face.
Yeah.
That's just my face.
Okay. Makes sense, right? If you have okay, of course.
I just want to ask, like, for example, like 2 projects are not get selected and they are being towards the Async-API mentorship program. So if a student didn't like submitted a proposal during the GSOC phase, so can he reapply to the Async-API mentorship like a separate proposal? Will it be accepted or not?
Okay, so if I get you correctly, right? You mean if you apply to Google Summer of Code and you didn't get selected for the project, can you still apply to Async-API mentorship?
No. I was just saying, like, I haven't submitted my proposal to the GSOC, but can I apply to the mentorship program?
Yeah, of course. This is a different program.
Oh,
so
okay,
you can
thank
apply.
you.
So just to understand, so now we have 5 proposals, and now we have a bunch of applications. Now we have 3 weeks to mentors have 3 weeks to rank and select the best proposals.
Yeah.
And once that's done, we still wait for Google to say how many slots we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we say moving those that will not make it for GSOC, moving them to Async-API mentorship, it's moving them with everything. So the mentors and the mentees, selected mentees, so they don't have to apply again.
Yeah, so we don't want the effort to be wasted. So the whole thing has been done. We just like move the entire stuff to Async-API mentorship.
Oh, wait. So are you saying that if the mentees that are selected and they don't get the slots at Google will automatically selected for the mentorship program, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But for these ideas that were not selected, so like because like last year, for the mentorship we had 10 slots, So even if out of 5, 2 will not make it for GSOC, then we just have let's say 8 slots plus the 2 ones that were moved. So there will be still 8 separate ideas that people can apply to, as long as I understand, right, Ace?
Yeah, correct. You're right.
Do you know if there's any financial difference? Did they change
No.
anything? Is it still
No,
1.5 at GSOC?
Yeah, it's still 1.5. Yeah, same amount. I think the only difference is, I think, based on some region, I think some regions are higher than 1.5. But at SNKPI, we are not doing that. We are fixed 1.5, no matter the region. Any other question? Okay, cool. So the next thing on my agenda is actually the AsyncAPI conference website, right? Yeah, of course. So I just want to make it public because I was actually going to hop on a call with Maya, but I think the way I intended on having like organize this stuff doesn't really make sense, right? So I was actually thinking, okay, having this call with Maya and onboarding Maya and we're doing this with Maya and Maya this and Maya that. So I was thinking, I don't think that is the right route to go. I was thinking, why are you laughing? So I was thinking the best way is actually to involve other people from the community, right? So what if, so Maya, you have to like share your opinion, right? What if we make this AsyncAPI conference website, we build it in public, right? Which means whatever call we are going to make, we have to like make it a public call so anyone can join and share their opinion, like especially during this design phase, right? Because I might be biased when it comes to like making decisions. But when other folks in the community are involved, right, we get to like hear from different point of view why we should go this route, why we shouldn't go this route. Of course, we don't have like, let's say we have Macy. I know then I don't have to like worry because I know she will figure everything out. But if we are going to have someone from the community design the conference website, so why not also involve the whole community as a whole? Probably start a discussion, and whenever we want to have a meeting, make it a public meeting. It doesn't have to be recorded, right? So it could just be a normal meeting where we just share the Zoom link on Slack. Then anyone can, hop in and share one or two.
Is it me or S just went Matrix?
Yeah, I lost everyone for a sec, and now I see only you back. The other part, the rest of people are somewhere in another dimension.
I see you. I think Ace.
We're in the multiverse.
Yeah. It's the
I
internet.
think Ace has a poor network or something. I can't see Ace.
Richa, are you the Richa from Slack?
Yeah, hi Lucas, a very good morning.
Hey.
Yo, Maya. I think it was S was asking something about the whole website design. What do you think?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm ready to open it. I just want to open a call with him so we can discuss about it further. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, at least I can hear you, but very quiet.
Okay, I said, yeah, I'm happy to open it, but I still have to open a call with Ace so we can discuss about the project.
Hello, is there anyone on the call?
I can hear you, Lucas.
Okay. So Maya, I can hear you, but there's a lot of noise, and when you speak, and also like your voice is cutting a bit. Oh, Ace is back. I think so, at least. Hello, Ace. Welcome back.
Thank you. What I miss?
Connectivity issues.
Oh, so my power went out. So as I was saying, right? So I was thinking, what if? So Maya, this is like a question to you. So are you comfortable enough if we can try to build the conference websites in public, like trying to involve everyone in the community, or at least not everyone, like folks interested from the community on how we decide to like probably design and implement the website, or you just want it, or you are not comfortable enough to do it in public.
Okay, I think that's fine, but I still have to have like a private meeting with you first, then
Yeah,
we can
of
do
course.
that.
Okay, if you feel comfortable, you don't have to if you are not comfortable doing it, right? I can actually try. So what I can do is, if you're not comfortable in having these public meetings, I can actually be an intermediary, right? So whatever we have in private, I can help you share it in public, probably as a discussion. So whatever you decide would make sense, because I just want it to be, I just want to make sure everyone in the community is involved in how we are intending to like go forward with the conference websites. Probably if they have some feedback or some opinion on what to do, then I guess it would make a lot of sense. So also, if you're interested in helping out in the conference website, so please feel free to reach out. We are still in the early stage, which is the design phase. If you have some design inspirations, or you've seen some conference websites you love and you would love to like share it with us, feel free to send me the link, right? So if you're also like interested in contributing, let me know, reach out. We need contributors. Yeah, and that is that on the conference website. Any question, any suggestion? Anything that's ends with TION?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to the next thing on the agenda, which is suggested by Tole. Trial launch for Isinkepia Bounty Program. Open collective fund distribution and with contributors. It's Mademoiselle, your turn.
Yeah, the flow is mine now. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yes.
All right. So yeah, I just want like to bring it to the community so that you know what's going on. So we're having a trial launch. So far, the TSC members are voting on it. We're having a trial launch for the bounty program, where we'll start with like 7 projects for the trial. So we have like 4 medium level tasks and 3 advanced level tasks. So from the 4 medium level tasks, it will be a mixture of like technical writing tasks and design tasks. So we are adding like a bounty for the medium task at $200 for start. Then for the advanced one will be $400. So I just want like to let the community know that as after the TSC members have voted and we have put out the projects, they can look forward to like the rollout of the bounty program as well. So yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know like the progress, so they can also check out the issue as well to see how is it going, where it started, and currently what is the progress as well.
Okay, I'm gonna share the link on YouTube. Oh,
Mhm.
wrong link.
So if anybody has any questions, they can just.
So I have a question. So
Mhm.
you were saying something about bounty program, and
Mhm.
do you mind like, giving us more details? Like, what do I have to do to like participate in this, or what do I have to do to get some quick dollars? Send me the money.
I know everybody likes money. I love money. Anyway, okay. So for now, at the present moment, it's a trial. So like I said, we're starting out with 7 projects. So just see how it rolls out. So in order like to be interested in an issue, like maybe there's an issue that you are interested in, we have like 3 categories that we have. So we will consider the first person like an async API maintainer for any repo. Then if there is no one interested in the issues, like there's no maintainer interested in the issue, we'll pick out a regular contributor. So if you have made like 3 pull requests or more, you are still eligible. Then the maintainer, if we still don't find anybody who qualifies either a maintainer or a regular contributor, then we'll have to like pick up, maybe the maintainer will like pick up the criteria that they would like to pick the person for the issue, maybe a regular volunteer, someone who participates in the community. So yeah, the maintainer will be the one who has to like pick out the criteria if there's nobody like a regular contributor or a maintainer interested in the issue.
Yeah, interesting. So just to get you right. So
Mhm.
the maintainers are eligible to also like participate, right? In this bounty programs.
Yes.
So the maintainers are like the first class citizens.
Yes.
Cool. So then if no maintainer picks up these issues, then the regular contributors can give it a shot, right? So which means
Yes.
before a regular contributor can give it a shot, what do I have to like wait for a couple of weeks to see if any maintainer has picked it up? Or how do I know somebody's already working on it? Because just like the regular GitHub issues, a lot of folks say, "Oh, I'm interested," and without pull requests, how do I know if someone is currently bounty this bounty program?
Okay, so the first thing is we have to know that you qualify like to take up the issue, like you have the skills. This is why we are limiting at the present moment for a maintainer, a regular contributor, right? So if we know that, okay, I'm a technical writer, I got a technical issue, then if a maintainer doesn't pick it up and say, okay, I'm interested, then maybe Lucas says he's also interested, then Lucas doesn't
No
qualify.
way. He can't be interested.
If Lucas
Not on my
doesn't
watch.
qualify, then obviously it falls to me. But also like the maintainer will be the one to determine like the skills, the criteria. So most of it will be up to the maintainers also to like pick out the criteria. But yeah, I think it also works like the first come, first serve is how we have been operating in Async API as well.
Okay, so would there be like some tag and these issues just say it's bounty?
Sorry?
Would there be some tag in these issues that say, or some label that signifies if an issue is for bounty?
Yes, there will be tags like this is the bounty issue, medium level, and the price tag on it. Yes, definitely.
Nice, sweet. So I'm not interested. Don't see me like I'm interested. I'm just curious, okay? So this we have plans to also have bounty issues for design related issues.
Yes, we also, like I said, on the medium tasks, there will be a mix of technical writing tasks and design tasks. But for now, we are limiting to 7 projects as a start to see how it goes out and see if everybody is cooperating. Do we increase the timeline? Do we decrease? How it's just a trial so that we know that, okay, if it works, we put out the official, then we write the documentation of the requirements and everything. And also just to make it out, to make it clear, if you pick up an issue, you have to make sure that you do the issue. Otherwise, there is a penalty that if you drop the issue in the middle of the week, or if you don't like, oh, I'm interested, then it gets assigned to you. Then you don't do it. Then you don't update or follow up like, okay, is there any work being done? Then we will assign it to the next person, but you won't be eligible to participate in the bounty program for a 6-month period. So that is the penalty as well. Yes.
There is a penalty.
Yes, there is a penalty.
Never knew. Wait,
Yes.
so it is,
Yes.
it is. No. I'm not saying there shouldn't be, right? But
Mhm.
should there be a penalty in open source?
Yes, there has to be, because imagine like, okay, we need to solve this issue, right? We give you 4 to 6 weeks, right? Then in the middle of the second week, you just drop the tasks. There's no explanation. There's nothing. Do you see that the amount of time you've wasted for everybody? And then now we need to also onboard and assign the next person. So it's also time. So you cannot pick an issue if you're not ready to commit. That's the thing. That's why the penalty is there. Do you understand?
What if I change my username and my profile picture?
Trust me, I will know you. I'll be watching. I'll be watching each and everything. I'll be watching everybody.
I have to be a step ahead.
Yeah, trust me. I'll be 5 times ahead of you. No, we're just making sure that people don't like take advantage of the bounty program, or like, we need serious people. The other people are really, really desperate for the opportunity, and there's another person who just wants to play around, or just it's just a penalty. I hope nobody gets under. It's just something that has to be there and say, okay, if you drop an issue without an explanation, without any credible explanation, or if you don't make any progress between the timeline, then that is your penalty. 6 months, you're not participating in the bounty program. We will see you in half a year's time.
That is a lot of days. 6 months.
Yeah.
Open source is slow, so 6 months will be like this.
Hey, Maya.
Yeah, I asked the question in the chat box. Nobody has answered.
Okay, your question is, what's the bounty project all about, actually?
Okay. All right. So the Bounty Project is an initiative where we would like to appreciate contributors. So it's not always about, I know we sometimes contribute for free. So it's us giving back to the contributors, to the regular contributors for your time. So this is what the whole bounty program is all about. It's about giving back and appreciating the contributors for their time as well. So we are trying as much as possible to say it's not always about free, but we also want to appreciate and say, hey, we recognize you. We recognize your time. We recognize your dedication. So this is it's just something that is small that we say, hey, we love you. We appreciate you. We are not here to exploit you, but there's something,
But there's a penalty, remember.
Yes, there is a penalty.
You don't love us. If there's a penalty, there's no love.
There is a penalty involved. You can contribute anyhow, but just know you won't be eligible. If you fall under the penalty, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
No more love.
I mean, it's still love, but it's conditional.
Yes.
Okay, so that is interesting. I also came across something, and I wanted to confirm if it's still a thing, right? So I think there was a time during the discussion where someone mentioned the longer the issue, the higher the bounty.
Oh yes, the longer the issue, the complex the issue, the higher the bounty. So for advanced tasks, they have a certain week, like 8 weeks to complete it. So obviously the bounty is higher. Then for medium tasks, is you can complete it in 4 to 6 weeks. There is a certain bounty. It won't be the same as advanced or expect level.
So I have a question, Julie. So my question is, how do maintainers evaluate these candidates to know if they are qualified to actually work on these issues, especially the complex issues? Do you tell them to write a proposal? Do you tell them to hop on a call with you, or what? Because if you're gonna be following the regular route of folks like interested in issues, then I see no way how you can know if this particular person is actually qualified to work on this issue.
Okay. This is why, like I said, this is why we are just limiting to the maintainer. So maintainers already know what they're doing, right? They've contributed to they're in charge of certain repos. So definitely if they are to pick an issue, mind you, this is why also we put a penalty. You don't want to pick an issue that you're not qualified. And then in the middle of the task, you say, okay, I'm not able to do it anymore. This is why I also added a penalty so that people who are greedy, right? Say, okay, no, I'm passionate. I'm gonna I go and contribute to the spec. So it won't make sense. So this is another thing. We limited to maintainers. We are limiting to people who have contributed like 3 pull requests, and we can see, okay, yes, I have contributed to something similar. Maya can contribute to design. We have seen Maya's work. We have seen Tuli's work. We know Lucas is in charge of the of the spec report, or we know Ace is in charge of the website. Everything. Yes, so we know that, okay, they are capable. So this is why it's very important to also, like, before saying you are interested, you know that you meet the requirements. And also, like, the maintainer will be like, okay, I meet the requirements. These are the pull requests that I've made. These are the skill sets that I also possess. Then we take it from there. Does that explains it?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Otherwise, if you pick an issue that you're not qualified and then you don't deliver, unfortunately, you fall under the penalty. I think I need to emphasize this more.
I'm gonna open a new GitHub account. I don't like penalties.
I will know it's you, Ace. Don't worry.
You won't know. Okay. The next thing on the agenda, suggested by Tuli, is the Madrid edition for the conference, which is come for speakers. Is it out?
Yes. Sorry?
Is it out? Can we start submitting CFPs?
Okay, so the CFPs will be open on the 11th of April. So the website is out. You can go and check it out and see what are the requirements there. What is it all about? Then as soon as they'll open, I think mid AM? Oh my God. And midnight UTC, the conference will open for a month until time zones, yes. So on the 11th of April, we will open the call for speakers. So yeah, people can start submitting for Madrid. You can click open and see what is it about. We can submit a talk, the types of talks. Yeah.
I have a question. I don't know why I'm asking questions. Trust me. I have a question. So because like we said, the AsyncAPI conference is tied to AsyncAPI on top, right? So when you say the CFP is open, then I started wondering, so what do you mean the CFP is open? Are we like, can people submit talks and say, hey, I want to talk at this particular place? Does the talk has to be AsyncAPI related? Could it be? Okay, interesting.
Okay, so yes, this is why I say everyone is welcome to apply, as long you can make it in person to Madrid, or if you want to attend in person to Madrid. So it is a mix of talks, can be either technical. If there's something that you want to bring value to the community, like people, you need to bring value or something that you feel like is valuable to the community, you can submit. Whether you're a beginner, whether if you want to submit a talk, you're welcome to, because this is why we are here as a community. We want to hear from you. We want to learn from you. So everybody can submit a talk as long as it's in person.
Okay, but in the technical aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it limited to event-driven APIs or APIs as a whole, or can I submit a CFP and say I want to talk about React?
Okay, as long as it's related to Async API and it can benefit the Async API community, you can submit a talk. We don't want to talk about things that we don't benefit, as the API community won't benefit. So it won't make sense. So it has to be like something that is beneficial for the Async API community.
Okay, so there's going to be a category of stuff you can submit.
Sorry?
I said there's going to be a category, like when you submitting this CFP that you can select, probably APIs, asynchronous APIs and stuff.
Okay,
Because if we don't have, if we
Mhm.
don't have, right, then
Mhm.
and we say, okay, we have the CFP open, don't you think if folks can just start submitting stuff that are related to APIs in terms of technical aspect? Probably I could submit some stuff about Next.js, or as far as it's technical, right? There's nowhere in the CFP that is telling me it has to be API related.
Okay. This is why I also wrote everything is detailed on the who can submit a talk, as long as it is related to Async API and the community and it can be beneficial to the community, then your talk might be selected. The only thing that we don't want on the Madrid, especially on the Madrid edition, is anything that is marketing or sales pitches or workshops. We're not accepting any workshops for Madrid specifically, but any talk that is beneficial for the community related to Async API and EDAs, then definitely you can submit. It doesn't matter whether you want to talk about embedding React to the spec. It doesn't matter, as long as it is related to Async API and benefits the community, you can shoot your shot.
I see something now. Why do we have, like, under this section, talks we don't recommend? Why do we have workshops?
Workshops, okay, because of security reasons, from the venue, they are not allowing workshops. For Madrid, we are not allowing any workshops. Yeah.
Sorry, I think I need more details.
No, that is T's and C's. A's. We are not allowing workshops to finish. It's only talks, but not workshops, for security reasons. Yeah. Lucas, can you help me? Yes, he's giving me a hard time.
I mean, I'm not getting why he's confused. He doesn't get it. Like
No,
workshop requires you to get access to network, etc.
I could bring my own
special
Wi-Fi.
room. What?
Oh, Ace, did you wake up today and say, okay, I'm gonna frustrate this lady today?
Yes. And I'm gonna take a bucket, put some Wi-Fi in the bucket, and bring it with me to Madrid. Yes. I'd love to see that. But yeah, just remember, Async API on tour, it's different than Async API conference that we had in previous years, or we even planned last year. So we depend on the venue that given company is ready to offer. So this particular one could not offer place for workshops, but at least they can offer a place for maybe 2 days, even depending on the CFP. how it goes. So yeah.
Okay. No workshops. Copy that.
Are you happy?
So, nope. But I'll manage.
Well,
Okay.
as you were, I think you planned to get some different company in Lagos maybe to host the conference, and they could do one day of workshops for you.
Yes, you can do workshops in Lagos.
I'm trying. You know, they're stubborn. They're not sure if they want to host it or not, but I'm gonna keep persistent. I just hope they do one so I can, probably bring Wukash down to Lagos and show him around and probably some nice life. It's a secret. So
You're at least 10
the
years too late.
So the next thing on the agenda is, this is interesting. Dropping the first newsletter on the 5th of April. Are you saying we have a newsletter now?
Yes, we have an Async API newsletter that'll be dropping tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh,
Yes.
I forgot tomorrow is 5th.
Yes.
So
yeah.
what should we be expecting like in this newsletter?
Okay, so the Async API users, it's just something simple like it's a community updates, like in case you miss like the important discussions, the important news that are happening in the community. We highlight some news and articles. So it's just one simple newsletter that summarizes some most important stuff packed in one newsletter. Then we send it out just in case you missed it. Okay, maybe when on vacation, you don't know what has been happening or what discussion, or you don't know, okay, we're launching the Boundary program. So yeah, so it's something that we'll be including in the newsletter. So it's more like a community update newsletter, like to update the community in case you missed it or things that are coming up, things that we are discussing.
Yeah, finally, Wukash won't be asking when anytime he's back from vacation, is KPI still alive?
Yeah, definitely.
You go check your inbox, mate. Go check. Nice. This is pretty nice. I'm actually looking forward to the newsletter. Because a lot of folks sometimes go on vacation or get too busy to keep up with the community. And I think that is the best way for them to actually see what is going on, what did they miss. I think the newsletter is actually what inspired it? Like what made it think the newsletter? Like to me, it is a brilliant idea. Like, what do you drink in the morning? And I need some of that, Sule.
Sorry?
I need some of what you I was making a joke.
I didn't get the joke. What are you saying?
I was asking, like, what do you take in the morning when you wake up? Because this is a brilliant idea.
Oh, I don't know. I just think what I think.
I need whatever it is you're taking.
Uh-huh.
I need it.
If I have an idea, definitely I will like put it into action. That's who I am actually. So like definitely we do need a newsletter. Maybe Ace has been away for 2 weeks. You don't even know what has been going on. So at least at the end of the month, you get to see, oh, on the community meeting last 2 weeks, this is why I missed. You get the notes there. Oh, I missed the discussion. Maybe okay. For GSOC, for example, or for mentorship programs. So this is why we need a newsletter. We'll be updating everything there so that everybody can be on the loop with what's happening. Sometimes some of these discussions, or maybe like, for example, time zones as well. So you tend to miss like the community meeting. So anybody can just, open their inbox, check, click, and get their details just in one simple email.
Perfect. That is nice. Like absolutely stunning. So, do you have any question, any other thing to add? Any other thing?
Oh yeah, people, you should subscribe. If you want to get the first issue, please do subscribe. I'm looking for the link
Subscribe,
actually.
subscribe to YouTube.
No, to the newsletter. Hey,
Oh, cool.
where is your head? I'm looking for the link. Oh my God. Why didn't I paste this thing here?
Can you share it on YouTube?
Okay, if I get it, I will share it. I'll drop it on YouTube.
Yo, just put it in. I've just put it in the chat.
Oh, thank you, Lucas.
Oh man, you're such a wonderful person.
I would say thank you if I wouldn't know you.
Oh, come on, just take your flowers. Yeah, so one more thing I want to add before the end of this call, right? So if you have if you're interested in learning a sync API or how to use a sync API in real life, or you have some project ideas, right? That you would love to see being implemented using a sync API, please reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm actually on a journey to building as much as possible or enough project examples using the sync API with different protocols. So if you have one out there and you would love to see me implement it, reach out to me, send it to me. And yeah, if you want us to also like collaborate and do it together and hop on a stream of, yeah, I'm looking to collaborating. Yeah, so just putting it out there if you want to. And also one more thing I want to add is actually the async API community office hours, right? Mukesh, do you think, because we have the community section available already, right? So I was thinking, isn't it time for us to like have this or to start pushing these office hours? Probably using Calendly or something.
Not sure technically how to solve it, but yeah, I think when you came up with the idea a few months ago, there was a positive feedback from the TSC members, at least the ones that noticed your idea. So yeah, that would be useful, I think.
I think there is an open source alternative to Calendly. I don't know if I couldn't remember. I think Jonas shared. I'm gonna ask him. I think maybe we could have a way to like. I think the problem is actually technically implementing it, right? Because I was thinking we don't have to like handle the whole schedule. What if each TSC has like their own? I don't know. I think we just have like probably okay, Tuli, raising your hand.
Yes, just some context. What is the office hours all about, in case someone doesn't know?
Yeah, so the office hour is actually an idea we are trying to like put out there. So whenever, for instance, now you're a new contributor, right? You're new to a sync API and you want to learn what a sync API is, or you want to learn how to start contributing to a sync API, or you are having difficulties setting up one of the sync API's projects. So you can go to this office hour section in the community website and look for the list of folks that are available to hop on a call with you, right? So you can check maybe Wukash is available at this time of this hour during this particular day. Then you can actually schedule a call with Wukash. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 15 minutes, depending on how less busy Wukash is, right? So, and so if you want to, it doesn't have to be contribute. If you're an organization and you are trying to like figure out, but in terms of organization, you would have to make some sort of contribution before Wukash can hop on a call with you. So probably show us the money. So that is what the office hour is about.
Okay, so like you want like it will be on like a one-on-one kind of thing. Will it be public? Will it be private?
Yeah, it will be private.
Private.
Yeah, one-on-one with the
okay. All right.
Or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in the
So
past,
you could also, okay,
yeah, just wanted to add more context. Like, so in the past where me or Ace, we had situations that like there were contributors coming in asking for help, and we were simply hopping on calls with them, like for example with Maya, or other contributors, to support them, to help them with some stuff. But this was working with the contributors that are, let's say, the bravest and are okay asking for such help, but some might not be that brave enough to ask for help. So that's why this idea of having it more organized as a office hours, that if somebody wants to take a few minutes of your time, hop on a call, asks for some contribution, or ask about Async API, they can just go to this calendar and pick the TSC member for a call. And that's why it's private, because it's like I think we even discussed in regards to the website, to the conference website, that sometimes you just want to ask for help, but in private. And we anyway
Okay.
don't make decisions on the calls, so even if it's private, doesn't matter what's agreed on the call. There's this law of Async API that says that if it's not a public call, doesn't matter what you agreed on, we can always object.
Okay, I understand. But just a quick question. So let's say that Ace has an issue. Maybe it's a common issue, but people are shy. Like there's a amount of group of people who have the same issue, right? And we are all shy. Then Ace like books a call with Lucas. So would it be like the best, like to at least like have maybe after the call, like have a tutorial maybe on YouTube, just in case there's another person who has the same problem? Or will it just, I don't know. It's just a thought that popped in my mind now.
What do you mean? What tutorial?
Okay, so like we have an office hours call, right? I'm having a problem with maybe, let's say, writing about or understanding the generated tool, for instance, right? Then Ace also has the same problem, but it is not even bold. Okay, we have this one-on-one, the two of us. So what happens? Like, do we have like maybe like we create a document or we create a tutorial maybe that we can upload on YouTube so that the next person doesn't face the same situation as I did in understanding the generated tool, like as an example.
So like basically to not repeat the same call
Mhm,
about the same
mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard to require the TSC members to follow up this way,
Mm-hmm.
but we should definitely like I mean, if I would have 2 meetings about the same, I would definitely push for for having a tutorial or whatever, having it out there, so next time there's no need for a meeting, but I can just share a link.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, but some TSC members might not have time to follow up this way and handle that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we definitely should have some for the office hours, some guidelines, like what to do. Like if there's someone from Google coming up and wants to have free consulting, that's what you should do. If somebody
Okay.
asks something that is already documented or just it's a lack of documentation, that's what you should do. So that would be useful, such a guidelines.
Okay.
Nice. Now talking about this, I think it would be actually interesting to open an issue on the website. Yeah, because we would definitely need the office hour page on the community section, and say if someone is interested in picking it up, yeah, should give it a try. Savio. Oh, you missed a lot of things. So you joined late. So you said, Ace, what are we discussing about? We are discussing a lot. So so after this call, you can eventually watch the recording. It's available on YouTube. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
Comment below.
Yeah. By the way, it's 11, right? I mean, it's 1
Yeah,
hour.
it's definitely time. Okay, so it's 10 here. So
11.
11 here.
okay. Thanks for joining this call, guys. It's been an amazing session. Looking forward to seeing you guys turn up in 2 weeks' time and talk about something much more interesting. So after this call, the recording is available on YouTube, and also a short description of the whole talk can be found in the GitHub issue. So the meeting notes, sorry. So since there's no question and it's time for us to go, I think you all should have a wonderful day ahead. Have fun. Thanks for joining this call. See you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.